Light flashing away. Looks a pretty good line here. Timber in 1, Fitzgerald 2. Off now. Timber began well. Fitzgerald reasonably out of the stalls. Marvel hustled out. Eastern Jet ridden up forward. Look for Mars is going to cross them now, and coming across with it, Follow Gold. From the outside barrier, Follow Gold had zipped down to be the leader. Out in front of Look for Mars settling second. Eastern Jet about a length away in third, and then Our Jemima. The favourites are settling a good way back. Marvel outside Timber, who's second last, and Fitzgerald's last of the field of 7, going past the 600 metres now. And the leader here against the outside rail, Look for Mars, out there in company with Follow Gold. They lead Eastern Jet more than a length. About 2 lengths back then Timber on the rail. Fitzgerald getting into a little bit of trouble trying to get into the clear there from Marvel on his outside, and Our Jemima's last. Follow Gold went down towards the 200 and skipped out by 2 lengths now. From Look for Mars, Eastern Jet is holding down third. Timber and Fitzgerald making no impression, and Follow Gold at the 100 is 3 lengths in front and is going to bolt it in. Follow Gold in the run home for Wayne Trelaw has gone on to win by 3 lengths. Second is Look for Mars, Photo third, Timber the outside rail with Our Jemima, not much in it in front of Eastern Jet and Fitzgerald, and Marvel was a distant last in it.
Lengthy and been touched. Down to the corner, 400 to run. And here on the outside, Gratification is having a shot at Dingo Singing to quickly hit the front. A length away, third on the outside, Cavallo Rosso. Loopholes lost ground. He got tightened up a little from My Prince and Mantilo, then Showman's Pride. 200 to run. Gratification, a length and a half clear on the outside, Showman's Pride. My Prince the inside, but it's still Gratification in front. Showman's Pride's the danger. Showman's Pride swept to the front, and away it goes to win. Showman's Pride from Gratification or My Prince, and then Mantilo linked. Loophole followed by A to Z, and then
all set for the second. Ildon, the clear favourite, drawn down on the inside. Off and racing now over at the 1800. Ildon dwelt a little at the start, and City Hall bounded out brilliantly down towards the inside. Our Bourbon drifting back to be last of all, settling down. Bruce going up to second outside City Hall. Danasarai trapped on the outside of them, and they're followed then by Torelli. Fourth on the inside of Tumble Home. Ildon getting up behind them over on the rails. Going forward is Regal Ruler. They're followed by Zaquello, a Regal Day, and a couple of lengths to Alpha Ramadi over on the outside of Hartley Bay. And Our Bourbon last of the 12 when they went to the 1300. And City Hall in front, not going all that hard. Leading out 3/4 of a length, Danasarai. Torelli having a nice run over on the inside as third. Regal Ruler on the outside there of Brew. About 2 lengths back to Ildon, running about 6th on the inside. Tumble Home is with him, and Zaquello travelling deep. A length and a half then to a Regal Dane. Back there with Hartley Bay and Alpha Ramadi out 3 wide. And 2 lengths to Our Bourbon at the back of the field now. City Hall is the leader. Gee, they've walked along in this. He's a half in front of Danasarai. 2 lengths to Rally over on the inside of Brew when they went to the 800 metre mark now. A Regal Ruler is travelling out wide going towards the leaders, and Zaquello deep out. Tumble Home pulling his head off between horses. Ildon over on the rail, followed by Alpha Ramadi, Hartley Bay. A Regal Dane is second last coming towards the home turn, and Our Bourbon is last of all. City Hall sweeps around the turn into the straight in the second and led up by about a length and a half to Danasarai on the outside. Out wider is Regal Ruler. Torelli with the rails run if good enough. There's plenty of room for him to come through from Tumble Home. Now, let's see, Ildon is following him through along the inside within a length and a half of the leader. Danasarai and City Hall, the 2 leaders. Ildon switches off their heels inside the 200. He's into the clear, and Torelli along the rail. Ildon is answering the urgings now. Gets up to Danasarai, and Torelli, the favourite, takes the lead, Ildon, and draws clear. And Ildon wins it over a length on the line. Bobbing go the miners. Torelli just in front of Danasarai, I'd say. In behind them, Tumble Home, Regal Ruler, Brew, and then City Hall. They were followed by a Regal Dane, and then Alpha Ramadi, Hartley Bay. Zaquello is well back, and Our Bourbon trailed them all the way.
Gee, that was a perfect start, and one of the best away was Crestfallen. Bedazzle jumped out well, and so did So Calm. Overtime not far away with Circuit Bid and Rubicall, and then Mycology and a length to Abadoo, followed closely by another. Cabala's out off the track. Believable is back second last, and 2 lengths Excello. Heading along towards the first corner, and the leader is Crestfallen, about 3/4 Bedazzle, Circuit Bid and Mycology off the track. A length the Rubicall, 1 to So Calm wide, followed on the inside by Abadoo, and between horses Overtime. A length and a half another, then comes Cabala, 2 lengths Believable, a huge job in front of it, and Excello's last with 400 metres left to go, and Bedazzle on the inside joining Crestfallen. They make play, a length and a half clear on Circuit Bid, closely followed by Rubicall trying to get into the open, and the others headed by Abadoo as they set sail for the judge. And on the outside Crestfallen, and on the inside Bedazzle. They're having a 2-horse war at the 150. It's Crestfallen from Bedazzle, and Rubicall starting to extend. It's Rubicall finishing right over Crestfallen, and Rubicall drew away to beat Crestfallen. Bedazzle the weakening third. Then Overtime at Excello, followed by Abadoo and another a break Mycology, So Calm, and then Cabala.
Company with Pedant over on the outside. Pearl jumped away okay. Danelaw settling just behind them. True Blonde is going fast from the outside barrier, and it's going to cross down and be in front. Matabele Queen isn't far away now. True Blonde crossed from the outside and went to the rail in front. Moving up into second is Matabele Queen, and Pedant is settling just behind them, followed by Scarlet Rocket. In behind those is Gold Moment settling about fifth. Danelaw at its outside, and Our Excellency closer to the middle of the course. Pearl back in behind them from Wide Vision, and Final Queen is last of all, heading to the 500 metres, and True Blonde in front of Matabele Queen, who came away from the rail to sit second. Scarlet Rocket and Danelaw are closer to the middle of the track, going up now, and in behind these horses Gold Moment is being very hard ridden. Pedant just ahead of it, then Pearl and Wide Vision, and a long break to Our Excellency and Final Queen. They're at the 2 now. True Blonde is being tackled by Danelaw, the stablemate. Gold Moment has finally got into the clear, and she's coming home reasonably well. Danelaw hit the front from True Blonde, and then Gold Moment, but it's Danelaw clear now, more than a length clear, and Danelaw's going to win pretty well. Danelaw first, Gold Moment second by a length and a half away. Matabele Queen, I think, grabbed third from Wide Vision. They're followed by True Blonde, who weakened, and then Pearl. A long break behind those was Pedant and then Pearl, followed by Scarlet Rock.
From Procol Dancer, Shelter third on the inside, and then Nightlark, a length and a half to Aria Lass, High Heels, followed by Bride Jade and a gap to Protege, followed by Honky Tonk, Please Mum and Femme Rouge last. Rod Quinn goes for the lick of his life on the Kembla Grange horse Nightlark into the back of the track. Nightlark puts 6 lengths over a lady, 2 High Heels and 3/4 Procol Dancer. A couple of lengths to Shelter, and then Aria Lass, followed by Honky Tonk after 1 to Bride Jade. Gee, they're going fast thanks to this leader Nightlark. Protege is third last, Please Mum next to last, and Femme Rouge the tail ender. 800 left to go, and Nightlark the best part of 6 or 7 lengths. Ever a Lady's got to do the chasing second. 3 lengths to Procol Dancer, High Heels. Another 3 or 4 lengths coming Shelter. 2 lengths further back in the race is Aria Lass from Bride Jade. Then Honky Tonk, Please Mum. Protege, the favourite, standing this leader. 15 to 20 lengths, and 2 further behind Protege is Femme Rouge. They race towards the corner, 400 to go, and it's Nightlark coming back to Ever a Lady. Leads are about 4. 3 lengths to High Heels, 2 Shelter, Procol Dancer, 6 Bride Jade, and then Aria Lass, and 3 to Protege. Around the corner, Nightlark straightens up. 3 lengths on Ever a Lady, 2 lengths to High Heels, and then Shelter, and Protege still a long way back. Ever a Lady is pegging back Nightlark. Rod Quinn draws the whip, and the leader is taking fairy-like steps. Ever a Lady hits the front. They're flying at her. Ever a Lady, the leader, flying Aria Lass. Ever a Lady or Aria Lass. Third Shelter, followed by Protege, Bride Jade, and then came Nightlark. Stopped to a walk. Why wouldn't it? I think it bolted. High.
on board, sitting off. They come along now, passing the 600, just working comfortably and well within themselves. Batavian, who's won 9 races in New Zealand, and 8 of them have been at group or listed level. He hasn't yet won at Group 1 class. Did come over as a 2-year-old and contested Merline's Golden Slipper in a couple of lead-up races. He's back as a 4-year-old now to run in the CF4 and the Australian Cup, and the 2-year-old is really working along with him here, Paris Dream, with Shane Dye off the rail, and has about a neck advantage with Batavian coming back to join him on the line. And the 2-year-old doing some very, very good work with an older Emotion 4. Off they go. General Nadim began well. Show No Emotion began all right. Now Natoire's heading over to the flat side rail. He'll do it on his own over there. Flavour won't go with him. And Natoire's speeding across to the inside. Out on the grandstand rail now. General Nadim had come across fast and he leads Spartacus. Show No Emotion and Can Grande just behind them with Mazelde ends the rail. They're followed by Alpha and Flavour as last of the flat division, with Natoire on the flat side rail or on his own. On the grandstand side, they're heading to the 400 metres now. And General Nadim is the leader in front of Spartacus by about a neck. A length away in third, Show No Emotion, who can get a split between those two. Spartacus is struggling at the moment, and then Can Grande. And on the other side at the 250, it's Natoire the leader, but General Nadim has the overall lead, I think. Natoire on the inside and General Nadim, they've raced away, they'll fight it out. They're on opposite sides of the track. General Nadim on the grandstand in front of Natoire, I'd say. General Nadim in front, they go to the line. General Nadim's won it easily over Natoire. The General's won it brilliantly. Third placing a photo might be Alpha there in front of Show No Emotion and Flavour.
Ourselves down the straight to the 100 metres on the first occasion. Sir Robin, the leader from We Ourselves. Red Furno wide out third, and then Rowley on the inside of Sky Baron and Saltai, 3 off the rails. 2 carry the star on the outside of Gallows Spur. 2.5 to join a couple. Lahar inside Shannon Magic. Wide out next is Central Relish, and dropping out to the tail Sweeney. Towards the back of the course they run now, and going up past the 1300 metres, and Sir Robin in charge from Red Furno. Off the track, Saltai third, and Rowley on the inside fourth from We Ourselves, and a couple to Sky Baron and Gold Spur. A length to Shannon Magic, Central Relish carry the star, and over on the inside Lahar shuffled back. Second last is joined, and a length further away is Sweeney. Along the back of the track, and Glenn Boss wasn't happy with the speed, so he shot Sky Baron around the outside to lead Red Furno, and third posse 3 deep Saltai. Back fourth now, an early leader Sir Robin from Rowley. Wider out next in the races We Ourselves, deeper Central Relish, and a length carry the star Gold Spur. Lahar, Shannon Magic as they really pack up. Second last is joined at a length to Sweeney as they race towards the 600 pole, and it's Sky Baron leading narrowly from Red Furno. A length to Saltai, wide from the word go from Rowley and Sir Robin. Off the track next is Central Relish, and then We Ourselves. Lahar on the inside needing some luck. A couple of lengths to Shannon Magic. Gold Spur carry the star joined, and Sweeney brings up the rear. Go on the point of the corner now with about 300 left to go, and Sky Baron skipped away here. Sky Baron about 3 lengths on Lahar, going up on the inside of Red Furno, and Lahar is going out after Sky Baron very quickly. Looking good, Lahar. Claim Sky Baron in the twinkling of an eye. And then comes We Ourselves, but Lahar's going to blitz them. It's Lahar from Sky Baron. Carry the Star got third, followed by We Ourselves, then Shannon Magic, Red Furno, followed by Sir Robin. A break to join, and then came Rowley. Good margin, Gold Spur, Saltai, Central Relish, and Absolute.
1600, they're off and racing. Always Aloof began well. Marble Hall's easing back as Clear Last settling into stride, and Willoughby pounced on the front immediately in front of Sweet Delight, Maximal and Always Aloof. Royal Blue moving up fifth, the outside of Siswazi. Rustic Dream between runners, followed by Reaper Barn and Pengulu, with Marble Hall's last of all. Heading towards the 1200 metre mark now, and Royal Blue going to the lead, more than a length in front of Willoughby. Siswazi not happy with the pace. He's rushed up in a hurry now, and Royal Blue's headed off by Siswazi. A length away third is Sweet Delight riding up on the pace. Wonder Willoughby fourth on the inside of Maximal. A length further back Rustic Dream. Another length and a half break in the field then too. Just behind these is Always Aloof and a neck Pengulu. 1.5 to Reaper Barn, well away from the speed today, and a half a length to Marble Halls on the outside. 10 from the leader. Sir Swayze at the 800. A length to Royal Blue. A length to Sweet Delight. Maximal fourth the outside. Fifth on the rail Willoughby from Rustic Dream before the turn, and then Always Aloof over on the inside of Pengulu. And the last two are Marble Halls outside Reaper Barn. at the turn. There's less than 600 to go now, and coming on the outside, Royal Blue to again have a crack at Sir Swayze turning. Sweet Delight is under pressure. Willoughby just behind them looking for an out. Running on well as Rustic Dream into the clear now, and down the outside is Pengulu. Marble Hall's just inside it, spotting them about 6 or so. Now with 250 metres to go, Royal Blue is joined by Rustic Dream, who went to the lead. Running on well as Willoughby now that he's into the clear. Rustic Dream the leader, Willoughby coming after him, and Royal Blue fighting back. Rustic Dream about a neck to Royal Blue, and Willoughby who's lifting the last bit. Willoughby diving at them and got there. Willoughby beat Rustic Dream by a head. A length and a half away third, I reckon. Royal Blue just nutted Marble Halls. Clear then of Pengulu, and
was again a very, very even dispatch, and Gaelic Heights, one of the newies, straight to the lead now. All Zeal second, Saria is third, and Supersion very wide out, followed by Doggies. A break then to the Prune, and then Ride the Trail, followed closely by Direct Light. Bright Star second last, and Connive another length away at the rear. They head along towards the 650, and Gaelic Heights joined by Saria in the middle, and All Zeal wider out. A length and a half then to Doggies racing on the inside of Supersion, and about 2.5 to Bright Stars, and then comes Direct Light. Ride the Trail, the Prune, and a length and a half to Connive, travelling in this order to the corner. Gaelic Heights on the inside leads narrowly from getting off the fence. Doggies and Saria's hanging out on to All Zeal. A length the Bright Star, Supersion, and then comes Direct Light and Connive well back, straightening up. Gaelic Heights joined and headed by Doggies. Supersion third, and Connive is starting to weave his way through the field, but in the meantime Doggies the grey gets away. Connive is setting out after Doggies. Look at Connive grabbing Doggies. Yep, got there. Connive a half-head Doggies, Hawks, Ingham, Quinellis, a Persian third. Then came Direct Light, followed by Bright Stars, Gaelic Heights. Good mark.
Out the 2,000 metres, and Sports Circuit and Lucky Striker the first two to bounce out, ahead of Sovereign Squall on the rail, and moving up the outside Santiro, 2 lengths further back Mecadance outside Accolades, and Sea Rhythm last of the 7. Settling into stride now, less than 1,800 to go. Lucky Striker sits outside Sports Circuit, and Santiro travelling 3 wide for the moment. Sovereign Squall a length and a half away, followed by Mecadance, Sea Rhythm and Accolades on the outside. At the 1,600 metres now, Santiro still posted 3 wide, and Oliver decides he'll have to go forward now, and he moves up on the outside on the 3-year-old to go to the front at the turn at the 1,400. Santiro went clear by a length to Sports Circuit, a neck away Lucky Striker. A length and a half to Sovereign Squall, having a nice cosy run fourth on the rails. Mecadance moving up 3/4 away, followed by Sea Rhythm, and 2 lengths to Accolades, lobbing along at the end of the field. 1,200 left to go. Santiro by just on a length. Lucky Striker second. Sports Circuit a length away third. Mecadance moving up ahead away the outside. Sovereign Squall now back on the inside fifth. 1 Sea Rhythm and 2.5 lengths Accolades. They're below the 1,000 metres. Santiro the leader, jogging along in front now. Lucky Striker a half away second. Mecadance with the pace slowing goes up to third outside Sports Circuit. Then Sovereign Squall taken away from the rail there by Post, followed by Sea Rhythm on the fence, and Accolades last, but only 5 lengths covered the field. And after having a hard run early, Santiro's had a real old lazy time out in front now, but the pressure coming before the turn. Lucky Striker's gone up to join him, and Mecadance comes 3 wide. Sovereign Squall comes 4 wide. Accolades comes 5 wide when they corner. Sports Circuit in behind them on the rail, and Sea Rhythm they sweep into the straight at the 4 now. Santiro over a length to Lucky Striker. Sovereign Squall coming down the middle of the courses after the 2 leaders now. Sea Rhythm getting a run between horses, and then Sports Circuit, but now Sovereign Squall, can he get the distance at the 200? He pokes his nose in front of Santiro. Sea Rhythm's coming through in the middle. Sea Rhythm has gone through in the middle for the Irish rider. Martin O'Callaghan draws a half now on Sovereign Squall, and Sea Rhythm a surprise. Sea Rhythm beats Sovereign Squall a long neck. More than 2 lengths back, Santiro third. In behind those to finish Lucky Striker and Sports Circuit together, and then a long break.
Oh, and talking about Spy Novel, by gee, jumped with gusto, and he leads about a length on the favourite Le Cheval. Third posse is taken by Splendid Boutade, followed by Romp and Final Ascot, a length to Aroni. And then comes Patra's Reply, and further away on the outside, Whistle Downwind, followed by Hersley Flyer. A break then to Fortune Cove and Sir Carver, followed by Enterprising a long way back. So's Target. Well, Falco's got one behind it, and that is Candy. They race in the direction of the 600 metres, and Le Cheval strode to the lead about 3/4 of a length on Splendid Boutade. Romp third, Spy Novel back to fourth. Then Whistle Downwind, Hersley Flyer. Final Ascot a length to Aroni, and then comes Patra's Reply, Target and Enterprising. A length to Falco, 2.5 lengths Sakaba. Candy second last, and Fortune Cove right out of the hunt as they swing for home. moment. The favourite leads into the stretch, Le Cheval. A length and a half, Splendid Boutard, followed by Romp and two to Spine Oval, Aroni, Falco and Hersley Flyer. Le Cheval under the stick, about a length clear. Romp is battling on pretty well, and then comes Aroni, but Le Cheval the leader. 50 to go, they're closing in. The outsiders, Aroni, yes, Aroni. Aroni gets there from Le Cheval and Romp, and then Falco, followed by Patra's reply. A break then to Hersley Flyer. Spine Oval, Enterprising Target, Splendid Boutard and Sakaba Whistle downwind. Final Ascot Fortune.
And the Vanity about to get underway with the light flashing. Off they go now, smidgen away well with Fleischer, greeting out very fast. Kensington Palace and On Air settle at the back of the field, a clear last and second last. Fleischer raced to the lead over Cornwall Queen, smidgen and greeting settling down. Make My Dane on the inside and Snow Beauty getting into a good place. Gliding Light going up quickly around the outside with Lebowski. Make My Dane checking off heels there, and then Danzig's Pleasure, La Volta. Well back in the field, Spot of Magic being followed by Marine Spirit. Kensington Palace second last and On Air last of all. Well strung out. Heading to the 600 now, the 800, and the leader is Fleischer just in front of Cornwall Queen, going up to almost join her. Gliding Light is third but travelling wide. Smidgen and Greeting just inside her. Two lengths Zabowski, Snow Beauty on the rail running about seventh before the turn, and then La Volta, Danzig's Pleasure. They're being followed then by Marine Spirit, Make My Dane well back, followed by Spot of Magic. Kensington Palace second last on the rail and On Air. Fleischer led into the straight in the Vanity. Cornwall Queen cantered up to join her at the 400. Two lengths to Greeting running on fairly well. Snow Beauty is into the clear and she's popped the question, but she's under a bit of pressure at the 300 metres. Cornwall Queen is being tackled by Greeting. Fleischer trying to kick back on the inside and a length away is Snow Beauty. There's Kensington Palace. She's flying home along the rail, but Greeting got clear with 100 to go. Kensington Palace, Danzig's Pleasure and La Volta are storming home, but Greeting pinched a break and Greeting won it. Greeting by about a long neck to a half length, either La Volta or Kensington Palace, which was a wonderful return for the minor placings along the inside. Danzig's Pleasure was next in, followed by On Air, then Snow Beauty, who couldn't quite finish it off, followed by a Spot of Magic, and then came Marine Spirit, Fleischer, Cornwall Queen weakened in the run home, followed further back in the field by Gliding Light, Lebowski to
they're off to a level start. Singing Switch, one of the best away, commencing nicely Lady Lawrence. Tiptoe in on Spizana right up with the leaders, and so too is Turned On. A Singing Switch is drifting back a little now. From Starfire Gem and then Arietta, Mighty Disco, Just Like Crystal and Last Mistress Zoe. They head down to the 800 marker and Tiptoe into the lead from Lady Lawrence. Third is Turned On. The favourite can't get on the track, and that's Spizana. And a couple of lengths to Singing Switch, pretty wide out from Starfire Gem, and passing it is Arietta. A length Just Like Crystal, and the last pair are Mighty Disco and Mistress Zoe. They travel down past the 500, and it's Tiptoe in, just shading Lady Lawrence. A length the Spizana, similar margin Turned On. Arietta locked away, and then comes Singing Switch and Just Like Crystal, Mighty Disco. The War Hope filly back to second last, Starfire Gem, and the only horse behind it, Mistress Zoe. Lady Lawrence burnt away as they straighten up. A length and a half, Tiptoe in. Arietta followed by Turned On. Spizana struggling, followed by Singing Switch, and Mighty Disco's coming down the outside. Singing Switch and Mighty Disco are descending on the leader, Lady Lawrence. Singing Switch, Mighty Disco go to the line. I reckon Mighty Disco might have won this, a nostril to Singing Switch. This will be a good test of the angle. Very tight between them. Third, Just Like Crystal, who went home well, followed by Mistress Zoe, and then Lady Lawrence and Tiptoe in, followed by Spizana.
And led Sherbet in the first few strides. Danvoire into stride very quickly with Lee Gauntlet, and they're followed by Cantonese. Going forward is Varique, and also Rhabarber's going up towards the front as well. Zdenka just inside L'Amour Monet when they head towards about the 1500 now. Settling well back Arabian Poppy, Alfred's Jewel, and Dancing Home is a length away last of all. Sherbet went to the lead at the 1400 metres now, and it's Sherbet, the bolter of the field, about 3/4 on. Rhabarber had moved up into second placing. A length away third is Varique, a length to Risky. One further back is Danvoire. Cantonese travelling up three wide, and Lee Gauntlet over on the fence. Two lengths back behind them, L'Amour Monet ahead away to Zdenka the rail. Another length and a half break to Alfred's Jewel, followed well back by Arabian Poppy, and Dancing Home is at the back of the field at the 1,000 metres, spotting the lead at 12. Sherbet in front. Rhubarber's a length and a quarter away second. 2 lengths back, Risky outside. Varique having a good run. About 2 lengths back then came Cantonese, who's doing it hard, travelling 3 wide around Danvois, Lee Gaunt at the fence. 1 Alfred's Jewel, 3 deep around L'Amour Monet, Zdenka, and they're followed by Dancing Home, and the baldy-faced Arabian Poppy is going to be last on the rail, cornering. 5.50 to go. Sherbet swings the corner in front of Rhubarber. Oliver hasn't let it go yet when they corner. Risky wider out. Varique over on the fence just behind the leader, needing to get out of a pocket at the moment. They're followed by Danvois, Pop the Question, and Cantonese is wide out now. Rhubarber went to the lead. Risky is coming after it. Varique has had to ease out, trying to get somewhere to go. Danvois and Zdenka on the outside. It's Rhubarber at the 200 in front. Tackling it is Risky on the outside, and they're clear of Zdenka. Danvois, L'Amour Monet with a late run. Rhubarber's finding something. It's a neck in front. Zdenka's pouncing the last bit. Zdenka and Risky go to the lead now, with Zdenka getting up to win by a neck to Risky. Photo third, Danvois wide out, or Rhubarber the fence. Next, L'Amour Monet. They were followed further back in the field by Varique, who didn't have a great deal of luck from Sherbet, Arabian Poppy and Alfred's Jewel. Then Dancing